Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IndieZone. My name is Kathy. This next week in the Idaho 4 case is a week that promises to be one that is very substantial to both sides. It is when the State of Idaho's responses to all of Mr. Kohberger's motions to compel discovery, motions to suppress discovery, and also the response to the amended Frank's hearing motion application are all due. Everything is due on the 6th of December 2024 from the state to these critical motions that if Mr. Kohberger is successful on any of them could shape the rest of the case as to whether or not evidence will be allowed in the case or not, evidence that has been withheld on the basis of some sort of an objection that Mr. Kohberger has been seeking in discovery will need to be turned over or not, and also the determination as to whether or not Judge Hippler will entertain a Frank's hearing, which is what Mr. Kohberger asked for. Please listen to our prior episodes of both the IndieZone here on YouTube and also the IndieZone podcast itself, which is available on a number of platforms where we have gone back from the beginning of the case. Episode 1 is page 1 of the Affidavit of Probable Cause signed the 29th of December 2022 by Detective Brett Payne, which some in the true crime community believe may be subject to this motion for a Frank's hearing. We don't know because it is filed under seal. But in any event, the IndieZone podcast on the Idaho 4 case, beginning with Episode 1, page 1 of the Affidavit of Probable Cause, all the way through our last episode, where we reviewed the stipulated motion that the defense filed with no objection from the state to have their materials for this requested Frank's hearing filed under seal. We have almost 340 episodes available for you. Each episode breaks down an item on the public docket. For example, if you want to listen to the episode that dealt with the June 23rd, 2023 amended non-dissemination order that was rendered by Judge John Judge when this case was still in Latah County, that is still in effect as of today, you will see an episode on that document where we talk about the document, we explain what the order says, and we also tell you where you can find the order itself on the public docket, which is extremely large now. It is not searchable. It is not user-friendly, if you will, because some of the titles are off a little bit. They don't always tell you exactly what the filing is. Our Spotify, that's our home location for the IndieZone podcast, will answer some of those questions for you. And by the way, we do answer them in episodes that are under 5 minutes. There is no episode that is more than 5 minutes. Some of them are 3.5 to 4 minutes because we recognize that you are very busy, and we will point you to exactly where on the docket you can find the item so that you can read it for yourself. The locations where these episodes and where the podcast is available, Kathy's IndieZone on the Idaho 4 case, is located in a description to this episode of the IndieZone on YouTube. So in summary, this next week will prove to be a really important week in the case. We're going to continue to monitor the docket for when the State of Idaho's responses are filed. We will, of course, report on them, each one, on the IndieZone podcast and on some of them here on YouTube in summary. This will now conclude this episode of the IndieZone on the Idaho 4 case here on YouTube. My name is Kathy. Please like, share, and please leave your comments. I read each and every one, and your support means a lot to me. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.